All right, everybody, this is Dash Radio's Maiwan live in the flesh with, we got a West Coast staple, King Lil G in the house.
Yeah.
Man, Southgate's finest. I feel like I can say Southgate's
Southgate,
finest.
yup, Southgate for sure.
You know, if I look at the list of people who made it out of Southgate,
Yeah.
you're definitely holding it down, bro.
Yeah. Thank you.
Man,
Shout out to Be Real. That's my dog.
Shout out to Be
OG.
Real. Man,
Legend.
shout out to Be Real. You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
King, I got to start this interview the way that I start every interview of mine.
What's good?
I give the artist an album from my collection.
All right.
And I was torn on what album to give you.
All right.
And I think I made the right choice. We're going to
to
see.
me.
I wanted to give you Doggy Style from Snoop.
What?
I wanted to give you this. I don't know if this what year this is from, but that is my copy of Doggy Style.
Damn, you know what?
And I knew
Just for
Snoop
that,
meant
you
a
get
lot
some
to
weed
you.
in exchange.
Hey, hell yes. I will take some weed from King
I would
Lil
like to
G.
give you some
Yo,
weed in
low key, I was
exchange.
going to leave the office today and pick up an eighth. You're going to hold me down. We chilling.
You know what?
But no, Snoop played a big role, right? Like I felt, you know what's crazy? I was going to give you the original Cypress Hill album, dog. I'll show you upstairs after. The one
Really?
that had How to Kill a Man,
What do you
Hands
know?
on the
A
Pump.
blunt ready for you?
Wow. Wow, everybody, this is gift for gift.
Yeah, you give me this, you get a blunt.
I fuck with it.
Oh.
I was gonna give you the original Cypress Hill album, the one that
I'm
had.
gonna thug it out and look what I'm gonna do.
Yes, it fits right in there. Yes,
Damn,
sir.
look at that.
Yo, you know what's crazy? This is rapper weed. I normally be smoking like the regular weed, you know, like not mid, but I'm not like rapper weed
This,
level.
be careful with this.
Yo, do not call me tonight. This is Thursday, July 22nd. If you do not hear from me, till the 25th,
They're gonna need to call you to check up on you.
Yeah. King, man,
What's
man.
up, dog?
I wanted to say, bro, you have a really interesting career path because, you know, there's underground rappers, there's mainstream rappers, and
Yeah.
you fall beautifully in the middle.
Thank you.
You are mainstream, but you still have the underground appeal.
Thank
and at
you.
the same time, you never sold out. You
Thank
never
you.
sold out.
Thank you.
So what advice do you got to up and coming artists who are on the fence about do I stay independent or do I let them dress me up and go do it the label route? What advice does
Stay
King Lil G
independent.
got?
Stay independent. Try to boss up, level up. It's gonna be harder, but you know, it's gonna be worth it.
Absolutely. I've always said that, you know, the difference between independent and label is short-term games
Yeah.
with the label. You're going to see yourself everywhere really quick.
Yeah.
But independence, really that long-term wealth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it definitely is. Like, you could live off of a catalog if you just hold on to all the rights. Like, you'll be able to take care of your family and so on.
Do you own all your music?
I own all of it from the beginning of the mixtapes, the hood songs,
Everything.
just
everything.
everything.
King Lil G's dropped,
Everything,
you dropped. You're like
everything.
Nelly. You know, the only people who can say
really?
that is like you and Nelly that I
shit.
can think of. Nelly is the first
Shout out to
cat
Nelly.
that Country Grammar dropped before he signed.
Oh, wow.
So when he went to the labels, he was like, fuck you guys. I'm
Man.
already number one, you know?
Yeah, he's winning. I didn't even know Nelly.
It's you and Nelly, bro.
I didn't even know that.
I can't think of anybody else. Like, honestly, even Jay. Even
What about
Jay
Tech
had to go
Nine?
back.
What about Tech Nine?
Oh, Tech 9 too.
Come on.
Yep, Tech
Shout out
9.
to
Shout
Tech.
out to Tech.
Yep.
So who inspired, or what was it that you learned or experienced that made you say independence the way?
I was just talking to this with the homies. I was telling them, like, man, I wanted to get signed so bad in the beginning, but people wouldn't give me that opportunity. So my numbers just started going up crazy, and then I realized I didn't really need a deal.
You don't.
Nah, once the YouTube check came in, I said, hell no, I'm gonna start signing people.
And you a smart man because
Straight up.
a lot of people would have blew through that cash.
Yeah.
And that's why I think a lot of artists, especially independent artists, go MIA. Ends up being a money thing.
Yeah.
How has King Lil G kept it together for this long?
You know what? It took me a very long time to start buying designer. That was one of them.
So you
Yeah, I
don't
was
waste your
successful.
money.
I was successful for at least about 8 years before I started buying things like
Wow.
cars or houses or anything like that. All I wanted to do was just wear white tees, Chucks, and probably the most I would do is go to the club here and there.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
you know, I wasn't even going to the strip club as often as people say I do.
Let's set the record straight. King Lil G is not going to the strip clubs.
Nah, people
that
say
often.
People say I do, but
Nah. So you've been smart with your money.
yeah, I just been pretty smart, and you know, my number one mission when I came into the game was to take care of my family. It wasn't to do nothing else. To just live crazy or you know, try to overspend or do stuff like that. It was just to take care of my family, number one. And I feel like once I was able to do that, I wasn't trying to do the most. I stayed in my lane, and I kept it real. I kept it real with myself too. Like I wasn't out here trying to act like, you know, I'm out here a billionaire when I was just climbing the ladder. Like you gotta climb the ladder, homie. You gotta have good credit. First of all, you wanna own good shit. You gotta
tell them, King.
Man, you gotta have good credit.
Don't be talking about this.
You gotta have good credit.
You have to have good credit, kids.
If you wanna own some good shit, yeah. Otherwise, you're gonna do what many people do. The mistake many people do is allow their family members to put their property under their name.
Yep.
And that's when people end up bad. You don't want to take that risk. That's too much of a big risk.
Don't let people use your name. I made the mistake. Don't give your social out to nobody.
Nah. You can't be doing that. You gotta do things the legitimate way. The way that we're supposed to do it is always never breaking the rules. You can't bend the rules for nobody, not even for yourself. That's what I was taught.
Bro, I feel like if King Lil G wasn't rapping, it wouldn't matter. You'd still be wildly successful.
Yeah, absolutely. I love being a good salesman. I love creating.
Yeah, you could sell.
I get really inspired just to do a bunch of stuff. So, you know, I would probably be hustling, doing other things. Before I was making music, I was doing other things. I was trying to get into films and stuff like that.
What do you think you would be doing if you weren't rapping right now? And I'll tell you what, you would be successful. I see it already.
Shit. I always wanted to open up a strip club.
Didn't you just say you don't go to the strip clubs? Or are you just trying to get the money? You trying to be the one in the back?
I'm trying to get the money. I'm trying to get the money. I'm trying to have
yeah.
other people come to my establishment.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have a really good time. I bring a good entertainment to people, you know, music, whatever. And I feel like that's something that I could really bring to the table that'll be good.
Maybe that's coming soon, the King Lil G strip club.
And I'm going to employ a bunch of people, so that's the main.
There we go, employ people. Let's talk about that, man. I used to have a store at the Alameda Swap Meet. You know the Alameda Swap Meet?
Yeah.
And when I had it there, it was crazy, bro. I had my store at the end of Obama's presidency and 2 years into Trump.
Okay.
And it was crazy to see what the East LA community went through, especially in Trump, bro.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the whole Alameda swap meet was dead. So I used to have a Cricket wireless store.
Okay.
The entire swap meet was dead for 2-3 months after Trump got elected. And I asked people why, and they said, our family members are being snatched. Damn. And East LA went through a lot.
Yeah.
So are you still giving back to East LA? Are you still tapped in a lot with East LA?
Yeah, but you know what has been very difficult for me to tap in with anybody in the community right now with this with the viruses going on.
Oh, really?
People getting sick. You know, there's new diseases coming out now.
They're making shit every month now.
Come on.
They got the deluxe. They got the coronavirus deluxe edition dropping right now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So it's like it's just a bunch of crazy stuff going on, but I do want to help the community. I want to do so much, especially for the young generation. These kids that are going to school, these kids that are doing all these things, I feel like it's very important for them to be inspired by somebody. Yeah. I feel like in the hood, if we get inspired, just all it takes is one person to guide us.
The same way you saw Kid Frost.
Exactly. The same way I saw Kid Frost.
Like I saw Kid Frost in one of the hardest hip hop songs.
That shit changed everything for.
You so cool. I call you a coolo.
Come on.
I'll never forget that shit.
Hell yeah.
So you gotta. That's what you're trying to do to the next.
That's what I'm trying to do for the next generation. I also want to do something where I'm able to invite my followers, or not only my followers, but people in general. I want to be able to invite people so maybe I can help them create music, or maybe I can spend a whole day or a whole month where I can mentor the youth and show them how to make music or teach them a little, a thing or two about business too. I think that would be able to help them a lot.
Absolutely. And I think it's important too that we do these interviews and that we open up you talking about credit. You talking about being smart with your money. Because just to be honest, like if I saw you on the street, didn't know who you were with the tattoos and jewelry, I'd assume you're not somebody I'd want to learn from.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, bro, you are a role model for these kids. At the end of the day, bro, this is I I've been in LA my whole life. I know what East LA looks like. You embody East LA,
Hell
right?
yeah.
But you do it in a good way, bro. Like,
Thank you.
Them dudes running Enron, they were scamming people out of money, going to jail for that shit.
That's
like
crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, like you've been doing. My point is that I think you're a great role model for the youth.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But do you ever worry when you're back in East LA? Because, you know, Joe Budden said it. No, Charlemagne said it. Sorry, about it's scary as a rapper, specifically a rapper, to go back to your hood.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Look at what happened to Nip. I used to work with Joey Fats, and whenever we were around North Long Beach, I was telling Joey, like, we got to get out of, don't go back to your own hood. But do you feel like it's dangerous to be in East LA?
You know what? I always say this: the hood is an unpredictable jungle. Mm-hmm. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
No matter who you know, who you got, it doesn't matter. It could be your own people.
Yeah.
And it's very unpredictable. You just gotta know how to move accordingly and respectfully. And I feel like, you know, that's all I can say might help.
Okay.
That's all I can say might help.
Okay. Well, I think you really, when I said Southgate's finest, you brought up Be Real.
Yeah,
Is he from Southgate?
Yep, Be Real's from Southgate as well.
Damn, bro, you got competition, man. Be Real is the truth.
My dog.
Be Real is the truth.
Man, he's a legend, a OG. He showed me nothing but love ever since I came around him. Nothing but love. So salute to the homie.
Yeah, we got Be Real Radio here.
Okay.
So we definitely we tapped in with B. Who are some of your other inspirations? I know Snoop Dogg, Kid Frost.
Oh yeah, Kid
Why
Frost.
Snoop? What's the connection between Kid Lil G and Snoop? Because I saw his name everywhere.
Yeah,
I was gonna give you Cypress Hill, and I kind of wish I did.
When I was a little kid, I would take this out and I would trace it. I'll trace all these cartoon characters.
Wow. You remember the comic book in there? A lot of people don't know. There's a full-blown comic book in the album.
This was the best. This was dope, bro.
I miss artists.
But that's what caught my attention when I was younger, the cartoon characters.
Yeah, artists got to bring this back. King, like everybody.
Yeah.
It's an extra step, and I know there's a digital, you don't need the physical copy.
Yeah.
But there was something to the artwork, to the
there
story.
There is, but I feel like this is disappearing by the second.
Nah,
like,
gone, bro.
If you try to create some shit like this, I mean, I don't really see where they would even buy something like this.
Yeah, it's true.
Like,
it's true. But I wanted to give that to you because you have this connection with Snoop. And so was it just you were a fan of his music? Yeah,
from the first second I heard Snoop Dogg, I became a fan of his music. I became a fan of gangsta rap, of gangsta West Coast rap, because before Snoop, there was a lot of other rappers. You know, NWA had their thing going on, but I feel like Snoop brought a certain element. He brought a new wave.
He made it cool
to West Coast rap. Yeah.
So, have you met Snoop?
I haven't met Snoop.
Bro, we got to make that happen.
So trip out on this. Every time I'm about to meet Snoop, either beforehand I go somewhere and I'm high as fuck and I don't make it, or whoever's supposed to link us up gets too high as well. So.
Yo, let me be the one. Snoop has 2 stations on Dash.
Oh, is that right?
That he records out of his compound.
It would be an honor.
Bro, King, I'm gonna make it happen for you.
Stop playing.
Hey, you got my word.
All right, for sure.
Shout out to my guy Kevin Slow Jam and James.
All
he
right.
was a dude who used to do the W balls.
Oh, really? That's your boy?
That's my guy. He would first off, he would do a skit for you in a heartbeat.
Man, that'd be fresh.
Secondly, he records out of the compound.
Cool.
I'm gonna hit. You guys got my word. We'll get it on film. I'm gonna make sure you meet Snoop, bro.
We on.
Mi español es basura, pero yo hablo un poquito.
All right.
Your single, Aquí Se
Mueren.
Mueren,
Yeah.
right? Aquí Se
Aquí
Mueren.
Se Mueren,
Here
yeah.
They Die?
Here They Die.
Why the name Here They Die?
I just it was more or less a statement of like the bad energy and the hate that people have brought to me. Here it dies.
Ah, okay. I was wondering what you were referring to.
Yeah, that's what it meant. Yeah,
okay.
Here it dies.
Okay,
so.
Aquí Se Mueren. Aquí Se Mueren, man.
Yeah.
Okay. And I feel like when I went through a lot of, like, when I used to listen to King Lil G versus listening to Aqui Se Mueren, is this the first time you did Spanglish?
It's not the first time, but it's one of the most recent times that I've done Spanish again.
I had never heard it, so I was really taking
Yeah. The first time I did it was in 2011 or 12 with Narco Corridos. That was the first time I did it.
Shout out Narco.
Yep.
Narco Corridos, man. I wish I can roll those R's. Like, I got into an argument with my brother a few weeks ago because he was like, hey, I was saying birria. And he's like, no, it's birria. And I said, it's birria. Right? Can we get it straight? It's birria, right?
Birria.
Yeah, birria.
Like the R's have like.
But aren't you not supposed to say the B? It's like birria or no?
No, you
My
say
girl
it.
used to be from Guadalajara, and she used to be on my ass. Like, no, it's birria.
Birria.
Like, birria. She's like, stop saying the B, just
Birria.
birria. I love that shit.
It's kind of crazy, bro. But yeah, she's kind of right. Yeah, now I understand what you're saying.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So are you planning on? Because you did 90s Kids Volume 2, right? 90s Kids.
Yeah, I did 90s Kids Volume 2.
2020.
Yeah.
So with what's coming out next, are we gonna expect more Spanglish? Are you gonna tap in?
Yeah,
more
I plan on putting
side?
a whole lot more Spanish in there. I'm even planning on doing something like just straight in Spanish, but with a trap beat. This is gonna be coming up soon. Yeah. Hell yeah.
You're doing a whole genre, right? Trap. What did it call?
Mexican trap.
Mexican trap.
Yup.
And so what inspired or what made you make the decision that you're gonna tap more in with this actual linguistically the Spanish?
Okay, well, there's a certain type of music I like to make versus the type of music I like to listen to.
Oh, okay.
So I've been listening to trap music since forever. I love Gucci Mane, Yo Gotti, you know, everybody just from down south. I love their music, been loving it for many, many years. And, you know, just me smoking, having a good time with my people. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should switch it up. I already love these beats. I love these type of beats. I want to drop some flows on here. And I feel like I already give my fan base a lot of material of what I usually make.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So now I kind of just want to venture off and I want to do other type of music. Now I want to do trap. I want to do you know, club type of songs. I want to do some love songs for the ladies too.
I'm excited about that.
I want to do different things because I feel like I was fair enough in giving my fans at least 9 albums full of underground hip hop music.
Let me give you a clap, bro. 9 albums.
You know, so
independently.
Independent, yeah.
Which the viewers might not understand the challenge of putting the shit together independently.
Man.
Is A, you're coming out of your own pocket.
Man.
B, you're relying on yourself and your people.
Yeah.
9 albums, bro. I'm gonna give you your flowers
Thank
on
you.
that, dog.
Thank you.
That's something when Too Short did it. You remember he said album
Number 10.
Short Dog in the house.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you running laps.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you.
It's
been a
I had to
mission,
stop
but
and give you a clap for
it's
that.
been a mission, but you know, we out here representing.
So with this new sound, I want to say this to anybody, any King Lil G fan who is going to be hearing this or watching the video. Let the man explore, because you know you're going to get some flack for like, oh, he don't sound like
but
he
you know
used
what?
to.
Let me just say this. I don't really pay attention to comments. I don't really pay attention to none of that. I haven't for many years because people don't understand. Like, you gotta focus on creating the work. You can't be focused on seeing what the review is on anybody's behalf. Because believe me, when I was dropping my underground hip hop music, there was a lot of people who were not liking it. There was a lot of people who were saying, you need to do commercial shit like this. You need to get on a YG type of beat. Like, I would get a lot of that. And it didn't matter to me then. So it's like, it's not gonna really matter to me now.
I fuck with that. I
You know
fuck
what
with
I'm
that.
saying?
That's why you've been so true.
Straight up. I just do my own thing. I don't care about what anybody got to say.
There's a Jay-Z bar. I got 2 J bars. There's one where he said, look, there's Jay-Z and there's Sean Carter. You can talk shit on Jay-Z, it ain't gonna bug Sean.
Exactly.
So it seems like no matter what people say about King, that shit's not even in one ear before it gets out
Yeah,
there.
it doesn't even matter to me.
Secondly, Jay at a bar where he said, yo, if you like my old shit, go play my old shit.
Straight up.
You know what I mean?
Yup.
So we got a new sound coming, Mexican trap.
Mexican trap.
There's gonna be some Spanglish, right?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
some Spanish.
And then the Mexican album, just all Spanish.
Who are you gonna work with on that? Do you have to get into a vibe? Look, we got fans out here. Do we gotta get into, or do you gotta get with a specific team when you make that of producers and collaborators?
Nah, the way that I just work is whoever's available, whoever's around at the time, whoever could bring me the vibe. Like, I just feel like, you know, everything just works off of energy and natural, genuine energy. So if it don't happen the way it's supposed to, and you're trying to go look for it and just do a whole runaround just to get that type of sound or whatever it is, I just feel like it's not meant to be. Like,
you're just gonna let it happen.
You gotta just let it happen.
I'm excited to hear it, man.
Thank you.
Because you have, it's tough as a gangster rapper. I learned this in working with Joey Fats. When you're a gangster rapper, and it's not even to anyone's fault, there's a lot of doors that are closed. A lot of shows that just can't have you on the bill. A lot of TV shows that can't have you on. And so I'm excited for you to open more doors.
Thank you.
I know it'll still be in the gangster rap vein, but are you gonna kind of take a little bit step back from gangster rap and just go more general rap?
Nah, you know, I'm always gonna talk about the things that I relate to.
Okay.
So I don't really go based on a genre. Like I would never allow nor accept anybody to put me in a situation where I gotta stop talking about the stuff that I relate to.
Well, yeah, you're independent. That's the beauty of it.
Like I would never want to say, oh, you know what? On this song, I'm not gonna say bad words because this is what it requires.
Yeah, what they want, what the radio wants.
Yeah. Nah, I'm never gonna do that. So it's always gonna be gangsta no matter what. And when I make love songs, ladies, it's gonna be gangsta love songs.
Gangsta-ass love songs.
Gangsta
like that LL Cool J
I'm
type
telling
shit,
you right now, it's gonna be gangsta.
We're gonna see little King Lil G videos walking around the block looking for his love, you know?
Looking for my
in
love
a wife
with a Glock.
beater, 3 chains wife beater coming off the bus.
Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna go on.
Man, that's exciting for you to take the next step in your evolution.
Thank you.
You know, congrats on the 9 albums. I don't think that's something that people should take lightly.
Thank you.
I think you got another 9 on the way.
Hell
I
yeah,
don't see you
we do.
stopping anytime soon.
We do. 9 + 9 is coming.
I got a bunch of random questions in this cup. I'm gonna
Let's
shake
go.
it up. I'm gonna pull out 2 or 3. We'll end the interview with this.
Let's get it.
If they're weird, you don't gotta answer them. You let me know.
Let's go.
But some of these are mad weird, bro. But I just figure let's ask some random shit and let's see what we get out of it.
If they're weird, I'm gonna start asking you questions.
All right, you got to pick one genre in addition to country to get rid of. What genre is it? Because obviously, if you got to pick one, it's gonna be country. But what genre are you gonna get rid of? What do you just not listen to?
I'll get rid of. Damn. Let me think about it.
Okay.
You know what? I think I could live without techno music or whatever.
EDM
I could live without that shit.
I'm with that.
I could live without that.
I'm with that. There we go. Okay.
Straight
Okay, straight
Shit
up.
makes me dizzy.
Does Halle Berry still have it?
Halle Berry, I ain't seen her in a minute, but
She still get,
but Halle Berry is gonna be like J-Lo. She's gonna be like, and they're both gonna be like Elizabeth Taylor. They're gonna be bad till they die.
right? I agree. I don't think
That's what I think.
in a live Halle Berry might be fine when she dies, bro.
Yeah.
She gonna be a good
That's
looking
what I'm
body
saying.
in that
She's beautiful.
casket. You
Always
know?
been beautiful.
Okay,
Yeah.
I agree with you on that. All right, let's do one more. Let's see what we got here. All right, I did this. We're gonna ask you who do you rock with more, Lady Gaga or Britney Spears?
Damn. They both crazy, but I'll say Lady Gaga.
Okay, if you had to do a studio session on one of the two, who would it be, Lady Gaga or Britney Spears?
Britney Spears.
You had to. Britney?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bring Britney back.
Come
Free
on.
Britney, everybody. Let the girl eat, man.
Yeah, Britney's a gangster, so she could pull up. She's a white girl that could pull up. To the
Yeah,
studio
I
with
can
me.
see that. She could
For
just.
sure.
Well, Britney will probably outsmoke either of us.
Straight
No,
up.
not you, but she'd outsmoke me.
And she cut her hair bald one time. So
You know what I mean?
come on, she know the program.
Hey, we got to bring it up before this ends. We did an interview with you 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what was brought up, bro.
Yeah.
But the Snow, the product fans have been on our ass ever since.
Why? What's the problem? Talk
Do
to
you
me.
have beef with Snow, the product? What's happening?
Look, I'm gonna keep saying it. I love Snow the product.
Let's-
Snow, if you watching this, just know King Lil G, got love for you. I support everything she does. I'm very
Beautiful.
proud of her.
Beautiful.
And I wish her none but more success.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe in the foreseeable future you two collaborate, do something together?
I mean, I don't know. We'll I
see
feel
if
like
it's
I
meant
feel
to-
like she's doing her own thing. I'm doing mine.
Absolutely.
And you know, I just wanna send her positive energy. That's it.
That's love. Snow, that's love.
number
Snow, we
love.
got nothing but love for you,
Number
Snow.
love. That's it.
Nothing but love in general.
To
like,
her fans, you know, like I said, everything she's doing a wonderful job. Like,
Yeah.
I love what she's doing.
and I think it's important for Hispanic hip hop artists to
Yeah.
support each other.
Yeah.
Because in general, you guys get pinned up against each other all the fucking time.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, all the time, it's like Be Real versus, you know, or why is this dude versus that
Yeah,
dude?
but you know, all that shit is nonsense. It's all love, you know.
all love, man.
All love.
Y'all heard it here first. There is no beef between Snow and King.
No beef. Come
There
on.
never
why,
was. There never was.
why would
man.
I want to
It just
beef with Snow the product? Snow the product. Come on.
You know.
We good.
So,
100.
Aqui Se Mueren out now.
Yeah.
Aqui Se Mueren out now. We got a project coming soon, or what? What do
Yeah, we got a
coming soon?
project coming out soon. Gangsta movie, the album is coming out
Okay.
this
Gangsta
month on the 30th, but it's like a mixtape.
movie. Okay.
And yeah, so these trap albums, they're gonna be all mixtapes. I'm gonna drop about 9 of them.
9 mixtapes.
Yeah. I'm
You
gonna
gonna
drop
take
9
some time
mixtapes.
off, dog? You can take
Nah,
off a year or two, bro.
Nah, you know
good,
what?
man.
The pandemic kind of allowed me to put my foot on the gas.
Okay, so you sit
So right now I'm going.
Right now.
I'm going. I'm gonna keep dropping
Hell
the
yeah.
music and
Let this be inspiration for everybody. He's done 9 albums,
Yeah.
and he got 9 in his back pocket right now.
straight
for
up,
us.
straight up.
King Lil G, thank you so
All right,
much,
brother,
man.
thank you
It's
for
an honor
having
to
me.
have you.
Let's smoke up.
Let's smoke up. Southgate's finest with Be Real. Shout out Be Real.
Yeah.
Shout out Southgate, East LA.
Shout
man.
out Southgate.
You know
Shout
what
out
I mean?
East LA. Shout out to all my people in Inglewood, all my people in downtown LA. King Lil G loves you all. Shout out to the Bay too. Everybody out there in the Bay. Much
Mad love for the
King
Bay,
Lil G
man.
47.
Let's get it.